Hello and welcome to the Geek Den for issue 40 of the Back to the Future DeLorean build. A much more easier one, I think. We've got the pedals here. No doubt it will become incredibly complicated, which I've found out, and which other people have found out as well, is this build is becoming very complicated. The only problem I have at the moment with this build is, one, it's complicated, two, there's a lot of wiring going on, and I would be very, very disappointed that come testing or connecting these parts, they don't work. Obviously, more wiring, the more that can go wrong with it. I've seen horror stories from previous builds where maybe one part don't work, and that is my fear as we go forward. Obviously, the less wiring, the less complicated, and the less that can go wrong. This is already turning out to be massively complicated. And also, it's got so much wiring, and it only needs one or two of these things to not work, and people have something that doesn't work properly and having to reopen and rescrew. It boggles belief. Anyway, hopefully we are all okay and this will be perfect. But here we go. So this is issue 40. These are the parts. Pedals. And just had a quick look through here, and it already looks very complicated anyway. But we don't need the body of the car, the actual chassis. We only need the floor pan, which came in the last issue, so that's quite good. Obviously we have Back to the Future 2, so more on that. And then next issue is the central console, which is quite good. So we're sort of getting the interior of the car set down now, which is good. So that's issue 41. So make sure you join us on this channel, make sure you subscribe, remember to leave a comment. I always comment back on these videos. But here we go, that is it, that's the parts. So let's open this up and get started. Okay, so here we are. Here's all the parts. As you can see, they're all over the place. We need right, so we get the 3 pedals. Let me adjust it because I need everyone to see what's going on here. Okay, so we get this sort of cross-shaped one. This is the front of it, and this goes right through like that. And you need it poking up just a little. Now we're going to take this little tiny rod, as we got here, and it's going to go through the bigger of the holes if you can. The best thing to try and do is push the pedal through as much as you can, but there's two I don't know if you can pick that up, there's 2 size holes there. The bigger hole is what we need. Once it's through, you want to try to sit it in this little groove that's here. So there we go. There we go. Next step is to get this section here, and it basically goes upside down, but it goes this way. So it connects just like that. Then we need 2 of these screws, so the AP screws. I'm going to guide these in first, and just screw them like that. And here's another one. So at the moment you can see it going up and down. Okay, so there is a tiny little hole. You want to hook the screw, if you can do it. Let's I hope people can see this properly. Hang on a second. Okay. Yep. So the screw, if you can. Now there's two bits. There's one with a little hook and a circle. You want the one with a little hook. Now it doesn't tell you specifically which way, but I'm going to try and stick it in. Now it's really difficult because of where it's positioned. So it's a bit like fishing. Okay, so on about the 50th attempt, we've got it in there. So we need one of these AP screws again, and it needs to go through the hole here. So just bring the pedal down a little bit. This is what I mean. It just doesn't have to be this complicated. Though I know we're working on a miniature and stuff, and I've done quite a few builds. I've never done one from Eagle Moss before. I've always done one from D'Agostini. So it's become okay. So we've got to try and. This is what I mean. This is so fiddly. Okay, hang on. Okay, so I've once again 50th time. It doesn't have to be as complicated as it made out. Maybe I did do it. Do not over tighten that screw, otherwise it won't work properly. But as you can see, it works. Yay! Okay. Now on to the next thing. So we are going to screw on the other pedals. So we get this big fat one, stick it on. So this, I do believe, is the clutch pedal. So, it's got a little catch on it, so there's only one way it can go in. There we go. Next one is the brake pedal. That hangs down a little bit more. Another one of these AP screws just in this hole here. Or maybe not. There we go. And we have our 3 pedals. Okay, so next is the wiring. Now, once again, I can see this being a little bit overcomplicated. Okay, so this bit sits just here. Now I've noticed this bit. Sorry. Right. So I have noticed that these need to be parted slightly on mine. So I'm just going to pull them slightly apart. Now they go in here. So as you can see, if I zoom up here, there we go. So I'll push down the middle. You can see the connector just there making contact. That is what we want. So we need to get a screw through this little bit here. Through this bit. Now when I do a lot of these things, it looks like it's better in my head. Okay. That's annoying. Okay, so let's just put it on there, see if this works. But no. It's just, what's it look? Oh, I mean, it's just so complicated. Overly complicated. Okay. Oh, there we go. So that's in place. Oh, it's all blurry. Sorry about that. But you can still see that, hopefully. Okay, so we need the little one. In there. Oh, we need an AP screw. Or maybe not. Let's just so that in there. Like that. Nice. Okay. So we now need to get here, this here, and it's screwed in like so. So the best thing is to flip it. And we need these, which are the DP screws. We need 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. And okay, so there's that one. Here and here, some more. Okay, so that's that bit. Okay, so next bit is to make this wire run down here. As you can see, we have this here, and we need the AP screws again for this section. Once again, the catch in the bigger hole, and you screw it to the little one. Like so. To here.